Buongiorno!
Welcome to
the Globian
Show!
If you don't realize it by now, we are cooking Italian food. So, you notice something about me?
Yes, Globian, actually, you've grown a mustache.
Yeah,
there.
it's been that long since we made a show.
Hey!
Hey,
I have a good reason.
No, okay. I'm just teasing you. So, Chef Corey, tell us, what are we cooking today?
Okay, so we're making Italian food today. I really love this restaurant that used to be nearby, and I had a craving one night for one of their pastas, and they moved.
Oh no!
I know, and
humanity.
And it was one of those things that I just had to have it. So, since we couldn't drive so far away, which is, they're about 2 hours away now.
Sheesh, that's so far.
Yep. So I decided to make my own.
Yeah, that's the spirit. And hopefully we'll teach you how to make it your own as well.
Yeah, so I did work out the recipe until I got it to taste just like the one from the restaurant. So today we are making spicy chicken rigatoni.
Rigatoni! That's one of my favorite pastas.
Really now?
Yeah. But did you know there's a lot of cereals pretending to be pastas?
What you mean?
Well, do you know what you call a cereal that pretends to be a pasta?
A cereal that pretends to be a pasta. No, I don't.
They're called an impasta.
That's a good one.
Okay.
All right, so let's get started.
Okay,
so the ingredients you're gonna need for your spicy chicken rigatoni is a pound of rigatoni pasta. I do have a pot of boiling water going, so we'll get that ready in just a minute.
Hey, speaking of rigatoni,
yes,
I knew a chef who made a really great dish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, too bad he kicked the bucket.
Oh, Globian.
He passed away.
Uh.
Okay, continue.
All right, thank you, Globian. Okay, so moving on with the ingredients. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay.
We have a tablespoon of minced garlic.
Minced garlic.
A tablespoon of red pepper flakes.
Spicy.
And we have half a teaspoon of ground black pepper.
Achoo. Excuse me.
Okay.
Pepper makes me sneezy.
All right, and then we're also gonna need 2 chicken breasts, and I cut them very thin. Okay. So they're thin little strips that you'll need. They don't have to be very thick or long or short. Just however you like, but the thinner they are, the better.
Okay, that's your own preference, right? Okay.
And now what we're gonna need is 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of chicken flavored bouillon.
Bouillon. Okay.
I'm using a cup of peas.
Peas in a pod.
You can use less if you'd like. I love the peas in this particular pasta, so I just use a little extra.
Plus it gives it a nice offset color of green and red.
Yes, I agree. We're also using 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 cups of marinara sauce.
I love marinara sauce.
The other ingredient is 2 cups of Alfredo sauce.
Okay.
But I'm actually going to show you how to make that as well. That's why you don't see it up here.
Hey, I'd like this opportunity to tell you that I love Italian food.
I like it too, Globian.
It's very near and dear to my heart.
And why is that?
It's so robust and zesty and hearty, and it just fills me with so much joy.
I'm glad that we're making something that makes you so happy.
I can't wait to try this.
Okay, so now for the Alfredo sauce, we are going to use half a cup of butter.
Okay.
8 ounces of cream cheese. 8 ounces.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I did cut it in little cubes. It makes it easier to melt it in the saucepan. Okay, now we are also using half a cup of heavy whipping cream and half a cup of half and half.
Question.
Yes.
What is the difference between both?
Well, they're pretty much interchangeable, so if you only have half and half or only have heavy whipping cream, you can use it. I like to use both. The difference between them is that the heavy whipping cream, it has a higher fat content, so it makes, you know, sauces or whatever you're making a little bit creamier.
You know what, Corey? Chef Corey?
Yes.
You're pretty smart.
Thanks, Globian.
You know what? I'm always impressed by cooking chefs, especially Italian cooking chefs.
Why is that?
Because they're very smart.
Okay.
They're very smart because they use their doodle.
Oh, that's cute. Good one, Globian.
Okay.
Okay. We're also going to be using a cup of Parmesan cheese. I do have fresh Parmesan cheese. It melts better, but you can also use the grated one if that's all you have.
Of course.
And Globian, be very careful right there.
Oh, okay,
All
sorry.
right. It's okay.
How about this? Hey.
No, it's, oh, well. All right. So we also need half a teaspoon of ground black pepper,
Black pepper.
half a teaspoon of parsley,
Mm-hmm.
a full teaspoon of Italian seasoning,
Of course.
and a half a teaspoon of garlic.
Garlic, I love it. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
Let's get cooking.
Okay, guys, so our camera guy is not here, but Globian has decided that he was going to step up and help us out today.
You got it.
Thanks, Globian.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I said earlier that I have the water going. It is boiling, so I'm gonna add the pasta to it. So can you go getting ready? Okay, so the first thing we're making right now is the Alfredo sauce. I have our saucepan, medium heat. We're gonna add our butter.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was the Alfredo sauce named after someone called Alfredo?
I have no idea, Globian. Alright, so we're gonna melt that down.
Chef Corey, are you going to be putting paprika here?
No paprika.
How about some turmeric?
Globian, if you're not there when I explain the ingredients.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so the butter is melted, and now we're gonna add the cream cheese. Remember, I cut it in cubes to make it easier to melt.
Of course.
And we're gonna stir that until that melts. Okay, guys, so the cream cheese has fully melted. You'll see it's still a little clumpy, but that's actually the consistency you want because we're gonna really mix it in as we add the other ingredients. Okay. So the next ingredient that we'll be adding is the half and half.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It really does. Oops. And the heavy whipping cream. And we're going to take our whisk and we're going to vigorously whisk this until it's all pretty smooth.
Vigorously?
Vigorously.
Vigorously.
Okay, so that is whisked together. So now I'm going to add the Parmesan cheese. And again, the reason you want to use the fresh Parmesan cheese is because it melts better. But if you have the grated Parmesan cheese, you can use that as well. Okay, so the Parmesan cheese is fully melted. As you can see, look how creamy that's looking.
It looks like pancake batter.
It's a little runny for pancake butter, but I guess you could.
I mean the color, silly.
Okay. Okay, so lastly, we're gonna add the garlic, the pepper,
Okay.
the parsley, and the Italian seasoning.
Of course.
And we're gonna stir that in. Okay, so this is looking really, really good. So this is done. Now I'm just gonna move it over and I'm gonna let it simmer while we make the other part of the pasta. Okay, and then I'm just gonna give it a taste. Then I'll give some to you too, Globian.
Can't wait.
Now that is some good stuff. Here you go.
Delicious.
All right, we'll put this in the sink. So I've already taken the noodles off because they were done and set those aside. We have our Alfredo sauce, at low, just simmering. And I got our other pan going at medium heat. And now we're gonna start the process for making our spicy chicken rigatoni.
Let's get cooking.
Okay, so we're gonna add the olive oil.
Isn't she married to Popeye?
What?
Olive oil.
Oh,
Never mind.
I get it. Okay, and we're gonna let that heat up for just a minute. Okay, once the oil is nice and hot, we're going to add our garlic. We're gonna saute this together with our pepper flakes.
Spicy.
And our pepper. And we're gonna give that a good stir. And you can really smell the spice.
Man.
Globian, do you like spicy food?
I like turmeric. I like paprika. I like thyme. I like all types of spices.
Okay, but do you like spicy food?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like curry.
All right. Now, if you really like spicy food, you can add more red pepper flakes. We will be adding some at the very end, just, to add a little bit more kick if you'd like it.
I'm not that adventurous.
Okay, so once this garlic starts browning a little bit, which it is now, we're going to add the chicken to it. And if you can see, the chicken slices, they're really thin, okay?
They work out.
And you want to cook these until they're cooked all the way through. It shouldn't take too long because they're so thin. And then we're going to just add the salt and the chicken bouillon to the chicken.
The chicken what?
Bouillon.
Okay.
Is that right?
I guess.
I have a hard time saying that word, guys.
I know you do. That's why I bug you about it.
Okay, guys, so the chicken is done. And now we're going to add the marinara sauce first.
Let's do it.
Stir that in pretty well. And that's looking pretty good.
Hey, Chef Glory.
Globian, what are you doing?
Hey, what am I doing?
Look.
Look.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oops.
Alright, so we have the marinara sauce in, and now we're going to add the chicken Alfredo sauce. Remember, we're using 2 cups, and the sauce that we made was actually almost exactly 2 cups, just a little bit over, like a tablespoon over. So we're going to add that now. It looks so good.
Oh, boy. Can't wait to taste this.
Right, and then we're going to incorporate that.
It's a real thick consistency.
It is. You know what helps it make it thick? Remember?
The buttercream.
It's not called buttercream.
The heavy whipped cream.
Very good. I don't know if you can see the color. It's kind of orangey. This is what you want it to start turning into.
There's a button you can press by the microwave to make light here.
You are right. I don't know if that helps.
More light.
No, that was the most light.
Oh.
Okay, thanks, Globian. Okay, so everything's really well incorporated now. Now we're gonna add the butter. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually only gonna add half of it. So instead of 2 tablespoons, it's only gonna be 1 tablespoon of butter I'm adding. And then we're gonna add the peas. And we're gonna stir that in. I don't know if you can see that. Look how good that's looking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay, then we'll just wait for the butter to fully melt. All right, guys, and now lastly, we're just gonna add the cooked pasta to it.
Let's do it.
And then we're just gonna fold that until it's all well incorporated. And look how yummy and creamy that's starting to look.
So it's called Spicy Chicken Rigatoni?
Yes, it is.
Ah, can't wait to eat it.
Well, you don't have to wait much longer, Globian. We're pretty much done. it's ready to serve. Okay guys, so I have plated our spicy chicken rigatoni.
Looks amazing and smells great.
It does. So now to finish it off, I'm just gonna put a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese on top.
Cheese, please.
And we're just gonna put a little bit more of the pepper.
Hold up. That's a lot of pepper.
It's just a little bit.
That's gonna be so cleansing.
I will eat this one, Globian.
Okay.
And in case you were wondering what was cooking on the other side of the pasta at the very last scene, it was asparagus, so
My favorite.
we also plated that as well.
I specially requested it for this show.
So I'm just gonna do a close-up of the dish.
Let's get some close up.
There's one.
Oh ho ho.
There's the other.
Friends, I think you and your family members and loved ones will greatly appreciate this dish. It's one of Chef Glory's favorites.
It really is. And I'm so happy that I worked out a recipe that really gives me what I wanted from that restaurant. So I hope that you enjoy the recipe as well.
Yes. On a more serious note, there's some people that come in our lives that really impact us, Glory.
Like you've impacted my life,
And you
Glory.
have too, Glory.
Thank you.
But
Chef Glory.
Chef Glory to you. And Chef Globian to you.
You're a sous chef.
Oh, okay. But I'd like to dedicate this episode to our friend, Mr. Juan Beltran.
Yay! Very good.
Okay.
And we're gonna save you a plate, so we're gonna take it to you in a couple of days.
So, okay, guys, this has been it. And I hope you've enjoyed cooking with us.
Yes.
And stick around, we'll have some more episodes soon.
So thanks for watching the Globian Show.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.